Okay, so this is the part where. Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning, everybody. So what is going to happen for this hour is it is something really important, and it involves something. It involves your future as well, because the future is something which we do not know what's going to happen. Hopefully, we are healthy enough, or we are healthy enough, and we are successful enough. Okay, so to face the future. So future is not that easy, so hence for this hour, and from starting from the 4th of February, you are able to fill in your UPU form. So hopefully you people have bought your BSN pin number and start thinking on what you should be doing. So again, for this whole semester, in terms of this life after MWEC for English is lifelong learning skills. Do remember that. Now, for this hour, what is going to happen here is, let me share my screen. We are going to do speaking. Let me switch off. Okay, we are going to do speaking practice because for this second semester, yeah, presenting. Hi, Amelia. I'm glad that you're able to enter. Okay, di mana? Okay, so for this we need to be doing speaking. Now, in terms of speaking for the second semester, there will be a lot of presentations. I repeat, there will be a lot of presentations. So hence you have to. Okay, so hence you have to start preparing yourself to do a lot of presentations. Now later on, most probably I will be asking you people, I will be gathering my students from other classes, and you will be doing your presentation. That is for product promotion later, which I will be explaining next week in terms of product promotion speaking. Okay, that is going to be fun. Okay, so what's going to happen here is for speaking. As you can see from the background picture, it is all about graduation. It is all about your future job opportunities. Now, this is very important because I do not want you to be like my students, my previous students. When they graduate, they didn't have any work. They are until now ramai je yang tak ada kerja because they chose the wrong course in Malaysia. Jangan masuk universiti, jangan pilih course dalam UPU semata-mata hanya untuk asalkan belajar, asalkan masuk uni. Tapi nanti bila lepas grad, after you have graduated, then you are unemployed. Na'udzubillah. So it is going to be very difficult. So for this hour, it is all about identifying and knowing which course to pursue. Because again, it's going to be a bit difficult. If you, I'm saying this is one student of mine perspective. I got lots of students. I repeat, I got lots of previous students, and what happened here is I'm going to share a story regarding one of my students. She graduated around last year. She graduated around last year. Okay, what happens when you chose the wrong course? One of it is, number one would be, for example, this one student of mine. What happened to her was she is the eldest of her siblings. So in a way, the parents expect her to help with the financial burden of the family. So upon graduation, she is still unemployed due to there are a few things. When you don't have proper effective communication skills, especially in English, if you lack the confidence and so forth. So basically, until now 2022, she is still unemployed. So what happened here is, after being a graduate, she is more like a BB at home, where the parents expect her to cook, to clean, and everything else, without any payment, obviously, because you are the eldest in the family. And then she is having depression right now. How come I know? Is because this is the part where sometimes you do not know who to tell, because nak beritahu kawan-kawan macam menyusahkan. Dia kata nak beritahu kawan-kawan, ramai kawan-kawan yang dah kerja, dah ada own career and and so forth. So dia rasa rendah diri. Nak beritahu mak bapak, obviously diorang takkan faham because the cause is her parents. And then nak beritahu adik-beradik pun pandang dia macam bibi, something like that. So because she'll be cooking, she'll be cleaning. Lepas tu kalau lambat masak nanti mak marah and all those things. Nak pergi pasar kan, kau tak pergi pasar lagi. So she is facing depression because she wants, lepas dah graduate, obviously you want to have your own money, earn your own money. So what happened here is, mak ayah pun perli-perli bila kau nak cari long, bila kau cari kerja kat long and all those things. So she is, in a way, nobody knows that she's facing depression. So dia senyap aja. But what I can say here is one of the symptoms that she is facing depression is where she starts gaining lots and lots and lots of weight. Dulu masa kat matric dia kurus, dia comel dia. Bila dah habis semua-semuanya, habis dia. Gain lots and lots of weight. At the same time pula, dia punya boyfriend buat hal and then diorang dah break dah. Itu lagi tambah depression because she was in an abusive relationship. Abusive here means mental torture. It's more on mental, emotional torture and all those things. So yeah, yeah, I can be that close with my students. So this is kesian lah kat dia. So right now, so this is the part where from the 4th February until 31st March, you have around 1 month plus, 2 months, around 2 months, basically 1 month plus for you to start thinking and choosing your career path. Okay. Now, first things first, which university should you enter? Now, which university should you enter? So these are the top public universities in Malaysia based on 2022. But basically, these are the universities yang memang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ni memang tukar-tukar tempat lah. But University Malaya will always be number 1 as of now. Okay, University Malaya will always be number 1. Number 2, UPM. Number 3, UKM. Number 4, USM. Number 5, UTM. Number 6, UUM. Okay, for most of you people, you are account students, so most of you people may be going to UUM. Number 7, IIUM. Number 8, UITM. Number 9, Malaysia Perlis. And number 10, Pahang UMP. So these are the top 10 universities, public universities in Malaysia. Public universities pun, this is the part where do understand, like coming from the perspective of a real person who is in the real private sector. For example, the closest example would be my husband. So he is one of the top management that will be interviewing young engineers to work under the company which he is working in. So this is the part. What he says here is, if there is a student, if there is a candidate, an interview candidate who is from UM and he got 3.01, 2.89 or macam rendah-rendah punya pointer lah, 2.99 or 3.14 and what on all those numbers with UTM, University Technology Melaka, and this University Technology Melaka guy gets around 3.8 or 3.9 ke apa kan. So which will he choose? Which will be his preference? He will be choosing the candidate with the qualification from even though the CGPA is lower than the candidate from UTM. This is coming from somebody who interviews, because the quality that in the mind of the sectors, the quality from which university you graduate from is really important. I repeat, the quality from which university that you graduate from is important. Tengok UTM, mana ada dalam top 10 Universiti Teknologi Melaka. So memang langsung tak ada dalam top 10. So obviously, kalau budak tu, the candidate is from even though with 3.01 or 3.14, even 2.99, with based on how he performs in the interview, it is all going to be the preference will always be to which university you graduate from. Anak-anak, you have to understand, siapa-siapa yang later on in March, there will be your results will be coming out. So depending on what you will be getting later on, it depends tau sayang, because everybody is thinking that okay, 4 flat is important, 3.9 is important. Yes, obviously it is important. However, it is more important, your generation, we are moving towards a generation where academic is important, yes, but to to obtain that job, it is not all about that four flat. It is not all. It is all about your communication skills. I repeat, it is all about your communication skills. You can get four flat, you can get 2.9, but then again, if the 2.9 candidate has a better communication skills compared to the four flat candidate, obviously the interviewers would always choose the person whom has the better communication skills. Understand that concept. Your qualification for flat ke 3.5 ke 3.8 is all going to be the requirements to the requirements for scholarship, the requirements for you to apply for the job and so forth. And then also the requirements for you to, contohnya obviously dia akan pilih pelajar-pelajar yang for flat, tapi tak semestinya juga. You have to go through katakan nak masuk finance, business ke, whatever in tengok dia punya requirement dia apa. Kadang-kadang dia punya requirement minimum is 2.9 ke, the minimum CGPA that is accepted. Now in contohnya certain courses, not all courses, certain courses require interviews. I repeat, certain courses require interview. If you are a Malay and you are going through the interview, this is coming from one of the interviewers who was my mentor, Dr. Jaria. Okay, what happened here is, this is what she told me. If they see that you are a Malay, they will straight away ask questions and communicating with you in English. I repeat, in English. However, and if you are a non-Malay, then they will be asking you in Bahasa. They want to see whether you are fluent in Bahasa or not. Because we are in Malaysia. You have to be fluent in Bahasa and in English. So if you are a Malay, they will ask you the questions in English, because this is the part they want to know whether you are able to know your skills or not. Number one. Number two is, if they ask you in English, are you going to answer in Bahasa? If they ask you in Bahasa, are you going to answer them in English? So all these psychology tactics will be used to determine what kind of a candidate that you are. Contohnya, so if let's say they ask you in Bahasa and then you answer in English, tak menjawab soalan. They ask you in English, jawab dalam bahasa. I'm sorry, but can I explain myself better in Bahasa? Can I say in Bahasa? I'll confirm tak dapat. So because in thousands of candidates want to enter obviously. So if one slack macam tu, they ask you in English, you ask permission to answer in BM, you're gone, you're out. As simple as that. So please do take note, identify which university. Kalau boleh ambil lah this top 10 university, janganlah ambil macam Universiti Malaysia Terengganu ke, Uniza ke, ataupun whatever the universities which is not in the top 10. Again, I repeat, the quality of where they will be looking at where you graduate from when you want to seek for job opportunities in Malaysia. They will prioritize these top 10 universities compared to whatever university that is not in this top 10. Now, in terms of public universities, depending on where you come from, I repeat, depending on where you come from. Okay, most of us, we are not born with a silver spoon. Okay, so in a way, some of you may be thinking, alamak, Yuran, aku nak bayar macam mana? This is the part where you have to start working hard. You have to start being alert. Meaning sekarang ni budak-budak nak masuk universiti, dah scholarship, private companies will be rolling out scholarships for you to apply. So kena sentiasa alert dengan scholarships yang available via newspaper. Selalunya dalam surat khabar, tapi sama sekarang just buy newspapers to go through the iklan scholarship, especially for private companies. Lepas tu ada yang MARA, JPA, ada macam-macam lah scholarship. Bank Negara Malaysia punya scholarship, because you are account students kan. You have to be alert. Nanti kalau tak dapat sebelum masuk university, first semester, there will be a lot of scholarships yang pasted around at the notice boards in your college, in your faculty and so forth. Kena alert jika anda bukannya lahir daripada keluarga orang senang. So you have to be alert and you have to work hard, because in order for you to gain these scholarships as well, you also have to go through series of interviews. There are some scholarships which macam UEM contohnya requires you to write an essay. They give you a simple topic like tak adalah macam pasal fakta ke apa-apa. It's all about your opinion and so forth, and you have to respond it in English. Everything has to be in English. If you think that tak boleh lah macam mana, kalau dah tak tahu, kalau dah tahu English tu kurang, do something to improve your English proficiency. Sebab all this most of the top scholarships require you to write an essay, your entrance essay they call it. So hence you have to start thinking now on how to improve your English language. Now, if possible, jangan minta PT-PTN. Kalau boleh lah. Kalau boleh. Tapi kalau boleh, kalau ambil juga PT-PTN, make sure you really score well, 4 flat every semester in university or at least 3.8. Maksudnya first class honours lah, bagi cerita. So basically, kalau first class honours on what or 4 flat in a way, with hopes that they will switch it into a scholarship, or you only have to pay sikit saja, berapa persen lagi daripada bayar semua jumlah. Now, if you have anak-anak lelaki teacher, if you have this desire to take PT-PTN, nanti okay, this is the part of reality, okay, where in terms of reality, most of us wants to get married, but then again, lelaki ataupun perempuan sama saja, you have to choose wisely, especially yang anak lelaki teacher. Siapa yang ada anak lelaki teacher ni dekat online? Siapa nak lelaki? Gedebak. Herman, Daniel. Lepas tu Herman, Daniel, Mirzan. Okay, you have to take note. Find a future partner in the future later on. Find a future partner which has ambition. Jangan cari girlfriend yang tiba-tiba dia nak jadi suri rumah, for example. Tapi dia masuk university. Dia belajar 3-4 tahun ke apa, masuk universiti, dia ambil loan PT-PTN. Kalau dia nak jadi suri rumah, siapa nak bayar loan PT-PTN dia? Anda juga yang kena bayar. Faham? Because right now I'm trying to warn you, and I'm trying to inform you is the divorce rate in Malaysia among young people have increased threefold. Sangat tinggi. So kenapa? Usually it involves money, it involves management, it involves a lot of things, commitment, because selalunya I love you, you love me, itu happily ever after macam cerita Korea. No, it's not like that, darlings. It's like you have to discuss berapa nafkah yang perempuan-perempuan ni bila ada boyfriend yang kononnya nak kahwin dengan anda. Ask him, berapa nafkah you nak bagi I? You have to ask, berapa nafkah? Bil air, bil elektrik, rumah semua ni siapa yang akan bayar? I tak nak bayar. Contohnya, sebab kalau ikutkan Islam, everything kena tanggung semua bil air, bil elektrik daripada hujung rambut kamu hingga hujung kaki kamu patut ditanggung oleh lelaki. Ini berdasarkan Islam. Bukan teacher cakap tapi berdasarkan Islam. Okay? Semua kena tanggung oleh lelaki. Sebab zaman sekarang ni, even by now at my age, I have friends whom I know, my circle of friends, my circle of acquaintance whom I know, the female is the breadwinner of the family. Yang isteri breadwinner of the family. Lelaki dia, itu je lah yang tak nak kerja ke ataupun dia house husband. But it all depends. Tapi kalau ikutkan dalam Islam, dari hujung rambut kamu hingga hujung kaki ditanggung oleh suami. Rumah ke apa, all those utility bills, bil air, bil elektrik sepatutnya ditanggung oleh suami. Tetapi if you have your own salary, kalau rasa kesian kepada suami dan nak tolong, redha nak tolong dengan gaji kamu sendiri dan dapat pahala. Tapi kalau lelaki suami minta your gaji to pay all the utility bills and you tak redha, suami berdosa. So these are the things which you need to know and understand. Okay, anak-anak. So jangan I love you, you love me, happily ever after. No such thing. You have to know commitment. You have to know responsibilities, because as I mentioned, the divorce rate in Malaysia has increased threefold among young people. Okay, because you don't plan to fix a broken relationship, you just throw it away. So that's not how things work. If you plan to stay with that one person for life, paling senang kan zaman-zaman time boyfriend, girlfriend ni kan, paling senang kan anak-anak perempuan sila dengar, bila keluar, boyfriend ajak dating. Tapi kamu yang bayar semua. Makan, minum ke apa, kamu yang bayar. So this is the part where I say no. Because kalau dah berani nak ada boyfriend, dah berani nak ada girlfriend dan dah pandai nak menggata nak ada girlfriend, belajarlah, start to belajar bertanggungjawab daripada jadi girlfriend. Kalau rasa girlfriend tu adalah future wife, belanjalah semua. Kalau rasa berat, itulah responsibility yang akan berlaku jika kahwin nanti. Kalau dia rasa berat nak belanja to you, to spend, if that guy or boyfriend, current boyfriend now, feels heavy or rasa macam susah nak belanja kamu, macam bayangkan dah kahwin nanti macam mana. All those you have to take note. Yang anak lelaki pula, I will be saying this again and again. If you have a girlfriend, tak sah nak belikan dia Valentine's Day present, birthday present or what not, semua tu jangan nak ngada-ngada. Don't waste your money, because your money should be spent on your parents first. Because bila ada girlfriend tu, yang anak lelaki, just belanja makan je. Tak payah beli hadiah perfume mahal-mahal ke whatever ke apa. Tak payah. So tak tahu, tak confirm sama ada dia tu akan jadi your wife or not. So understand these concepts. It is not all a Korean drama thingy, okay? It is all reality. So again, for the boys, jangan nak beli teddy bear ke what not. Jangan membazir duit atau lepas tu menyesal. Just belanja makan saja. Kalau kata, what's my birthday present? Your birthday present is me. Okay? Still having me as your boyfriend. That's your birthday present. So, because you do not know. So, kalau dia tinggalkan kamu sebab you don't give her presents or what not, so that means she is only with you because what she can get from you, not because she loves you as a person, as a whole. Yang perempuan pula, kalau yang lelaki tu jenis yang berat nak belanja kamu, tapi janganlah demand, I nak skincare, I nak ni, I nak tu. No lah. If you have to understand as well, kalau dia dah menggata nak ada girlfriend, lepas tu dia pula yang ajak keluar, semua tu sepatutnya atas tanggungan dia. Not to say I'm a traditionalist or conservationist or feminist. No, it is all based, come back to the basic, which is in Islam teaching. So take note of that. Okay, sebab kadang teacher tengok TikTok or comments or what not, semua kata, it's supposed to be, play Dutch, 50-50 kalau keluar lah. No such thing. Lelaki kena belajar komitmen dan tanggungjawab daripada awal. Okay, now next. So we need to reduce the rate of divorce cases. Now, if you have the money, so these are the top 5 universities, private universities in Malaysia as of now. Taylor's University, USR, UTP, MSU, Sunway University, and University Technology Nasional. Again, you can enter these private universities. If you have scholarship, it will be easier. Kadang-kadang Uniten ni pun kadang-kadang they have their own scholarships to offer to their students, to potential students. So you have to be alert because they are private universities. Sometimes they also roll out scholarships for potential students. So kalau rasa teringin nak masuk MSU, tengoklah ada tak scholarship yang berkaitan dengan kos anda. Kadang-kadang because they are private universities, they themselves roll out scholarships. Now for Uniten contohnya, okay anak-anak, because this is the part where my brother previously saja-saja menggatal apply for Uniten. Satu semester untuk accommodation sahaja is 8,000, 8,000. Itu adalah zaman Tok Kadok dulu. Like what? Dah tak ingat lah tahun berapa. Lama gila lah. Kesimpulannya kan, itu zaman Tok Kadok, zaman kita orang, zaman teacher dulu. It was 8,000 per semester. This zaman 2022 ni, God knows how much per semester for accommodation, penginapan sahaja, hostel sahaja. Okay, belum masuk dari segi, belum masuk lagi, apa orang kata tu? Belum masuk lagi course, your courses, classes, belum masuk lagi nak photostat buku, nak beli buku. Oh my goodness, education is expensive. It's all money. So this is the part, if money is not a problem, then you can go through this top private universities. If money is an issue, then you have to go through, tengok ada tak scholarship untuk masuk tempat-tempat ni. Ingat, kalau rasa nak jadi suri rumah berjaya dari masa depan, tak payah belajar. Okay, kalau nak belajar pun jangan ambil PTPTN. Nanti siapa nak bayar PTPTN? Unless you kahwin dengan anak raja ke, anak orang kaya ke, and then your PTPTN will be will be taken care of by your future husband. Kalau tak, tak payah. Okay? Now next. So these are courses available. Okay, banyak dia. Okay, this is not going to be in, most of them are not involved in you. So before we go further in detail, let's look at this one. Okay. Now, top 10 courses that guarantee good jobs in 5 years in Malaysia. Engineering, it doesn't involve you. If you are good in IT, computer science and data analysis and security, this is a very good job opportunity in the future, especially network security or internet security sangat-sangat diperlukan. And then accounting, see, as you can see, every industry needs accountants and specialists in areas like taxation, payroll, auditing, investments, and more. So this is the part where you can hear. Here are 10 reasons to study accounting. Let's go through this. Number 1, you need basic math. Number 2, every industry needs an accountant. Number 3, you can start your own business or accountancy firm when you have enough money. You can work abroad, obviously, especially for those of you who have multilingual, meaning that you are able to speak in bahasa, English and Mandarin, or perhaps in terms of Tamil. So understand, okay, kebanyakan daripada kita hanya fasih bahasa saja, yang masuk ayam pula, astaghfirullahalazim. What I meant by fasih is really really fluent in bahasa je. English, orang kata apa tu, tengoklah korang punya speaking test macam mana kan. So English macam tu lah. Okay, so this is the part where in terms of if you want to work in an international company, nak gaji besar, you have to improve in your English proficiency and English language. Understand that, because when you become an accountant, you have to make reports. Semua lah kena make reports. Even engineering, you have to make reports. All of them are in English. So more consultation, less number crunching, seasons to make big money, grow your connection with volunteer work. A degree is not necessary in terms, itu jangan abaikan. Your skills are always in demand and accounting is your parachute. You can read all of this. Semua ni teacher dah letak dekat English channel for you to go through dan start discussing. Number 4, language and communication. You are bahasa. Maksudnya masuk fakulti bahasa dan komunikasi. Now, if you are somebody who want, bahasa ni actually boleh mendatangkan duit, especially if you are a translator. You know your English well, you know your bahasa well, and at the same time you take foreign languages such as French, Korean, Thai, Russian, German ke apa kan. And then kadang-kadang kan kalau nak translate buku Russia, contohnya translate buku Arab ke bahasa Melayu ataupun translate buku Arab ke English, kadang-kadang satu muka surat diorang akan bayar 1,000, boleh sampai 1,000 if you as a translator. Tapi so you have to, so being in bahasa is also very good for you to pursue your and then you can also be your skills, if you're a translator, will also be useful in embassy. Maksudnya menjadi what do you call it in bahasa, the embassies around the world. Let's say if you learn French, for example, and then they will be sending you to France, for example, for you to work at the embassy Malaysia there, for you to help them to pursue with the communication between the French people and Malaysian government sector. So yeah, language and communication is a good thing. Communication, mass component is in a way is a good opportunity also for you if you are somebody who is social and you're creative, because you have to know yourself. Am I an introvert or am I an extrovert? If you are an introvert, tiba-tiba nak masuk mass comm and you have to go around and deal with people, kena interview orang, kena apa semua, tergebak-gebuk, lepas tu you are somebody who is shy, susah lah. So mass comm is not for you. So you have to understand whether you're an introvert or an extrovert. You have to know yourself. Telecommunication. So as you can see, mobile technologies are the future. Obviously, with this pandemic, people now spend a majority of their personal time on their mobile devices and receive a massive amount of data through communication towers and satellite communications. And then, so you can see, as you can see, Telekom Malaysia pun ada scholarship. So all these things, teacher dah letak dekat English channel for you to go through and browse through. tengok potensi anda, apa yang anda minat. Law, if you're somebody who loves the law and who wants to uphold the law, and you are somebody who knows how to speak and present well, then be in law. Because much like kata, lawyers are highly demanded in all industries and all those things. So if you're good at, especially bab syariah law, as I say just now sayang, as I mentioned just now, the rate of divorce cases are very high. So yeah, Bachelor of Sharia Law, specialized in divorces. Keluarga. Hey, so yeah, law, if you're good in law. So this is, but then again, if you ask me kan, yang perempuan tak payahlah jadi law. This is just me. Not, this is my personal opinion. Because later on, sometimes because nanti one day you will be pregnant. You will be pregnant. You will be carrying your child in your womb. So sometimes when you are a lawyer, what I see here is when you are a lawyer, sometimes even though that you know your client is perhaps in the wrong, but you are the lawyer of your client, tak nak terpaksa lah juga defend your client ke apa semua tu kan. So it all affects gaji haram, gaji halal, it all affects the baby that you're carrying in the womb. So and then depends kebanyakannya, and then I've got lots of people whom I know in law. Kalau rezeki anda masa belajar tu jumpa engineer student ke apa benda student kat masa universiti, masa universiti masa tu saya mencari, okay. This is the part where jumpalah siapa-siapa dapat ada jodoh, alhamdulillah dapat lah. Tapi selalunya most of the people that I know yang lawyer perempuan ni, aduh, selalunya susah nak cari. So ramai yang takut nak jadi nak kahwin dengan perempuan lawyer. I don't know, this is my batch lah. Your generation lain kot, we see them as powerful ke apa, but no. Okay, sales and marketing. So as you can see, marketing degree is much more than just dealing with sales and advertising. It is more about assessing customer behavior and maintaining brand image. So this is the part where you can go here, sales and marketing, medicine and healthcare, obviously with this pandemic. Okay, ni tak berkaitan dengan anda. Teaching and education. Now this is the part, kalau boleh, what I notice here is budak-budak IPG ni kurang dapat posting lepas graduate, because obviously qualification daripada mana? Institut perguruan. Compared to qualification daripada mana? Contohnya TESA kan. Qualification daripada mana? Oh, daripada Universiti Putra Malaysia contohnya. So berbeza. So that is why for those of you who are still here in matric, and after this you will be pursuing your tertiary level in in public universities, you are in the right path. You are not in IPG. You are in the right path. Okay, teaching. Jangan, tapi teaching ni pun satu. Don't have this mentality like, oh, jadi cikgu senang. Mak pun suruh jadi cikgu senang. Jadi cikgu memang senang, especially if an English teacher dapat tackle orang-orang macam engineer. Contohnya. Okay, so no. What I'm trying to say here is, jangan ada mentality, okay, jadi cikgu je senang. So, mak suruh, nenek suruh semua nak jadi cikgu kan. Jadi cikgu senang. Jadi cikgu, number one, tak senang. The workload, oh my God, stupid workload. If lagi-lagi if you are a lecturer, you have to have R&D, research and development, you have to have PLC, you have to have KIK. Banyak benda kena buat dan banyak pening kepala. So, tak siapa kata senang. And then you have to deal with so many other factors or committee yang jadi secretary untuk ni, jadi secretary tu, treasurer untuk ni. Oh my God, so many annoying things. So tak senang sebenarnya. Jadi cikgu sekolah ke apa sama je. And then when you want to be a teacher, make sure niat tu ikhlas untuk mendidik anak bangsa. Jangan sebab nak dapat gaji every month. Confirm tak berkat gaji tu. So you have to have this mentality that okay, I'm teaching because I love to teach. I love to see my students grow. I love to deal with students. Then that is different, insyaAllah. Because again, especially yang anak perempuan, you are the however you are in the future, it affects your future generation because you are the carrier of the baby in your womb. So anak lelaki, make sure you pilih anak jodoh yang baik, sebab however your generation is going to be in the future, it is based on, firstly would be however your children are going to be in the future, firstly it is going to be based on who you choose as their mother. So yeah, so if you choose yang tegedi punya perempuan, bayangkanlah nanti kalau dapat anak nanti macam mana. Sadaqallahul azim. So this is the part, make sure you choose wisely, okay? So yeah, teaching and education. Now let's look at this one as well. This is from Job Street. So Malaysia, our beloved Malaysia, number one, IT. Obviously, we are moving toward national policy on Industry 4.0, IT, intelligent, artificial intelligence. Number two, banking and financial services. So you are in the right path, because you are in account stream, you are in the right path. If money is the point for you, you can go to forex, foreign exchange, and so forth. Oh, that's a lot of money. So you can read all of this: banking and financial services, bank Islam ke apa semua tu. Manufacturing production, this is may not be regarding you. Construction, building and engineering. Now it may not concern you, but then again you can also look at OSH, occupational safety hazard officer. Maksudnya ada kat UMP, because this is maksudnya macam occupational safety hazard, meaning that kat construction site ni kan, you will be surveying tahap keselamatan and all those things. So this is the part. It is very, because this is coming from my husband, where they require a lot of environmental health lah, OSH candidates lah, semua ni dekat site, dekat project sites kan. Obviously they need all of that. Tapi kan kena hati, kena tabah lah. Sometimes big companies, they will bribe you. Okay, you bagi lulus je lah, you bagi lulus je lah, I bagi you 1 juta, macam tu. So jangan lah. So this is tahap menguji tahap keimanan anda. Okay, so this is the part. Next, education again. You can be, when you have an education degree or bachelor degree in education, it doesn't mean that you have to work in government. You can also work in private schools. Yes, private schools as well, especially if you have in Arab ke apa, you can work in private schools. Private schools tapi tak ada pencen lah. Okay, now next, like, because you are in private schools. Top 10 skills for 2025, specialized skills. As you can see here, these are the skills required: problem solving and ideation, specialized skills here, and so forth. And then we also have this, what are the top critical occupations in Malaysia. So semua ni anda boleh lihat, semua ni teacher ada bagi dekat English channel for digital marketers. Semua ni teacher bagi dekat English channel. You have to browse through together with your friends or perhaps with your family. Later on when you return in March for tak tahu korang balik ke tak kan, tapi later on when you go back, so you discuss with your family, your cousins or whatnot. These are the things: top 5, top 20, top 30. Semua teacher dah bagi. This is gaji. Okay. IT trainer 2-3 years, kena ada experience, is 4,500 to 7,000. Ingat, jangan rasa besar dengan gaji 3,000. Gaji 3,000 tak ke mana. Kalau nak beli MyV pun katakan tak ada down payment, bayar MyV like 699 or 700 ataupun 600. Lepas tu kena fikir, itu dah tolak, dah jadi 2,400. Duit rumah kat KL, kalau dapat kerja kat KL, bilik sahaja. Okay, bilik sahaja. This is referring to the current situation where one of the lecturer's daughter is working somewhere around Damansara, something like that. So bilik aja kan RM800. Bilik, bukan satu apartment. Bilik apartment saja RM800 in KL. So fikirkan, kalau katakan anda sewa bilik RM800, dah RM1,400. So RM3,000 tolak RM1,400, dah tinggal berapa ringgit? So 3,000 tak ada. Lepas tu duit minyak, kata nak ada duit minyak. Lepas tu nak duit makan. Kata kalau ada girlfriend ataupun boyfriend, and all those things. Oh my god, nak bagi mak ayah, kena wajib bagi mak ayah. Okay, bagi mak ayah. So nak travel, oh my goodness. Nak entertainment, oh my goodness. Mesti nak bayar untuk you have to pay for the electricity bills, water bills, Wi-Fi bills, mobile phone bills. Oh my goodness, so many things. Katakan nak Netflix bills. Oh my goodness, banyak sangat nak kena bayar. So 3,000 is nothing now in Malaysia. Atau ada hati nak kahwin. Oh my god. Okay, so this is the part where life is not easy, sayang. Life is totally not easy. So you have to start planning, because bukan sekarang nak macam happy tengok TikTok, tengok Lead Match, Omegle or whatever, Instagram and so forth. No, you are at the stage where it is very important for you to choose your life path in the future. Contohnya, I got one student, he was he got 4 flat 2 semesters. Okay, 4 flat 2 semester, band 5 form wet. Akhirnya dia masuk mana? Dia pilih Universiti Melaya because he got 4 flat and 4 band 5 obviously. And then dia ambil course pure physics, majoring in astrophysics. Tahun ni dia nak graduate. Tahun ni graduate, tak, bila teacher tanya, where will you be working? Tak tahu. Do you understand? Bunyi macam gah. Degree in pure physics, majoring in astrophysics. Tapi tak dapat nak cari, tak tahu nak kerja kat mana sebab skop astrophysics tu as a physicist tu di Malaysia adalah sangat kecil. So what he can say is either dia sambung master sampai PhD ke, ataupun dia jadi RA, research assistant. Tapi kalau dia research assistant kat UM pun, for your lecturer pun, you have to be well liked by your lecturer. Kena disukai oleh lecturer. Kalau lecturer tak suka kamu, takkan pilih kamu. So all those things comes to play. So in the end ni lecturer je, tapi in a way belajar payah-payah, you memang payah gila dah. Obviously you're being a physicist and you have to be a astrophysicist. Belajar gila-gila susah, tapi in a way dengan first class honors tapi tak tahu nak jadi kerja apa. So this is one of the example which I'm trying to say, that make sure that the course which you are going to include in the borang UPU tu adalah kerja, adalah course yang when you graduate, upon graduation, insyaAllah there will be a job waiting for you. Because this is the part, earning your own money is the best feeling ever, because you feel it's the best feeling ever. But then again, with the best feeling ever tu pun ada perasaan yang, oh my god, you have to start paying your own bills. Dulu mak ayah yang tolong bayarkan duit kereta, duit minyak ke apa. Sekarang, oh my god, I have to pay my own and all those things. I've been there. So yeah, and then katakanlah you are from Johor. Obviously most of you are from Johor, and then you are working in KL. So obviously takkanlah tak nak bertahun-tahun nak tinggalkan mak kan, mak ayah. Mestilah dalam sebulan tu at least sekali balik ke Johor, lawat mak ayah. Lawat mak ayah tak boleh tak lawat kosong-kosong, kena ada macam bagi hadiah ke mak ayah ke. Takkan datang balik, mak dah balik dah, Herman dah balik dah, tapi tak ada hadiah, tak ada buah tangan untuk bawa mak ayah daripada KL. So all those things requires money. So yeah, life is difficult, anak-anak. Life is difficult in the future. So you have to choose your own path on what kind of difficulties, on what do you want to be. Oh yang ni senior IT program manager ni per year. Okay, jangan kata, oh 156,000. Tak ada, ni setahun. Tapi it depends lah. It depends on the company. So again, all of this semua berdasarkan keupayaan anda untuk berbahasa dengan fasih in English, dalam bahasa Inggeris. Because when you work in an international company, like my Biras, she's an accountant. She works for an Arab company. Her salary was like 40 USD, okay? Sebab international company, okay? So 40,000 USD. Bayangkan berapa banyak duit yang dia ada tu. Oh my god. Tapi dia dah berhenti dah sebab dia dah stres sebab orang Arab ni pukul 4 pagi dia bagi email, especially akhir tahun, dia bagi email, dia call ke apa, dia peduli. So due to stress dia berhenti kerja. So now she's opening her own business with my brother-in-law. So all these things comes to play. Okay, so yeah, depending. So what kind of work that you want to be. So what is the assignment for this hour? The assignment here is, if you look at this, the assignment here is, I want you to ask yourself these questions. What is the cost? Like say you want to take financial analyst. Oh, lagi satu, janganlah ambil Bachelor of Economy sebab kebanyakan student teacher kebanyakannya tak dapat kerja. Tak ada. Pure Bachelor in Economy kan, tak ada kerja, tak ada, unless ada kabel besar, and that's different. But kalau tak ada kabel besar, dan janganlah find a work which is where you are able to find work, a course which you are able to find work. Okay, so ask yourself, what is the cost if you're taking financial analyst ke, ataupun syariah law ke, whatever. What is the cost all about? You have to know. Jangan masuk course university yang bila orang tanya kau belajar apa scope course tu apa, aku tak tahu. Aku masuk je, aku pilih je pula. So janganlah pilih macam kata what will you be in the future? Tengok result satu teacher. Tak boleh. You have to have a goal. Kalau you kata tengok result, memanglah caca marba saja. So you have to have a clear goal. Number two, what will you learn if you take the course? Subject apa? You have to know apa yang anda kata, what you are taking, you have to know. Okay, another thing before it's 8:48 already, before I let you off. Another thing here is I got a student of mine, okay? Sekarang you have to understand, zaman anda sekarang berbeza dengan zaman mak bapak anda, zaman teacher and so forth. It's very different. So this is the part. I got this one student tau. What happened here is, dia adalah, she is really good in content creating, meaning that kan this semester, second semester, we'll be having product promotion where you are required to do video promotion, you are required to do brochure and all those things. So she is really good. Memang cantik gila, cun gila. So but then she is in science. And I told her, and then I asked her, so what is your plan in the future? You nak jadi apa? And then dia kata something which is involving science sebab dia masuk science. So I said, you are very creative. You know, you are very creative and so forth. Why don't you enter digital, apa tu kata? Digital, what design, graphic designer and all those things, content creator, digital, all those. Now in your generation, we are moving towards, the more creative you are, the more opportunities that you are able to get. If you think that you are creative in terms of drawing ke apa semua tu, you have to know what your talent is. Kalau anda jenis yang this is out of accounting skills, okay? Contohnya, if you are somebody yang pandai nak reka baju, tahu about fashion, you know about fashion, you know about tahu jahit baju ke, but whatever you know about fashion is your thing, you're always fashionable, then you enter something, a course in fashion and design, and perhaps in the future you can design your own clothes, and in the future you can also be like Razwel, or you can also be the next Zhang Toy and so forth. If you or you can also be the next Jimmy Choo, because he was only, dia hanya, for example, Datuk Jimmy Choo, he knows about shoes. Kerja dia buat kasut, and he perfect he perfect the shoemaking, making it comfortable, and now he's making Malaysia proud by having all international celebrities wearing his brand. Everybody is proud to wear his brand. And he came from Malaysia. Contohnya Zhang Toy, he came from humble Kelantan, for example. Ni semua kan manusia-manusia. And then in terms of culinary, we have contohnya Chef Wan and so forth. So all these people, they are smart because why? Diorang ada satu kelebihan. They have the skill, they polish it up, and they become the best that they can be. So be that people. If you are somebody who are good in drawing, contohnya teacher ada satu kawan ni, ada satu student ni, she is really good in drawing. Sangat cantik. But when I ask her, what were you going to be in the future? Dia ambil course pure bio, bachelor in science, pure bio. And then I asked her, so what will you be when you graduate? Dia tak tahu. Just because dia masuk MS, dia kena ambil pure bio, dia kena ambil something science. Tapi she is really good in drawing, really good. Teacher bagi kerja, dia dah siap, dia lukis-lukis, tengok, oh my god, your drawings are just superb. Tapi dia tak pursue that. Kalau dia pursue her sebab mak bapak dia kata, tak dapat cari makan semua. No, you people are wrong. As I say, zaman mak bapak anda dengan zaman anda adalah sangat berbeza. Right now, your generation is moving towards siapa yang kreatif, siapa yang boleh draw, siapa yang dia, that you will be getting more opportunities. So know yourself, sayang. Know yourself. If you have this kind of skill, aku bagus dalam apa sebenarnya? If you're good in this, then you pursue that career. You tak semestinya masuk accountant kena jadi accountant, kena jadi ni, kena jadi masuk bank. No, you have to know your talent and then you be the best that you can be. Nak masuk hotel management pun, hotel management best juga. Jadi when you are a general manager, you get to stay in hotels all over the world. So because I have a friend who's like that, I wish I can be that. But then again, yeah. So this is the part. So you have to know what you want. So the task here is what are the requirements to. So you need to learn. If you take hotel management contohnya, if you take accountancy contohnya, if you take science actuary, bunyi macam science tapi actually it's just mathematics. If you take science actuary jadi, if you take jadi auditor macam mana. So what will you learn if you take the course and start preparing yourself mentally? Number 3, what are the requirements to enter the course? Apakah requirement to enter the course? Maksudnya minimum 2.98 with a minimum band 3 contohnya. So you need to know and then you move forward to that requirement, fulfill that requirement. Number 4, how about the future prospects of the course, the job available if you are to take that course at the university later. And number 5, the process that you have to go through if you want to be what? An accountant, a Sharia law, a Sharia law lawyer. What is it? refer to the job mentioned, pick one, for example, the course requirements. So these are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Kena jawab semua soalan ni. Jangan kata malas fikir, malas fikir. Kena fikir. Because whatever that you put in the UPU form will determine your future. Okay, so make the wise decision. So 5 soalan untuk anda fikir, and then next would be, then you need to present and share your findings with the whole class. You share it here. At my future plan, contohnya, this is the part you are A20, just click on the plus button here, and then you write something, contohnya financial accountant or Herman ke, ataupun Amira ke, ataupun Hasha ke kan, so we know that it's you. And then write something, you can have a picture, contohnya, picture, you choose a picture of an accountant, contohnya. Okay. Then you can include whatever that you want here. Then you can write future accountant, contohnya future successful accountant, contohnya. And then you answer, the write something beautiful is where you answer these 5 questions, okay? And then you include it here. Tulis, as you can see, this is account 20. You can change your background to red, pink, purple. Contohnya, selalunya duit, we say green. So you can change it to green and then you publish it. Okay? So this is what you do. So this is the part, you have to do a presentation, oral presentation. It doesn't have to be individual. It can be in group work. Okay, it all second semester, it is all based on your own preference. It can also be group work. Katakanlah ada 3 orang, you have the same ambition, it will be group work, do the same research and so forth, and you include all your 3 or 5 names here. Do we understand? Faham tak? Sayang, faham tak?
Faham.
How are you feeling now? Scared? Nervous? Anyone? Let me know how you're feeling now after listening to that lecture. Are you feeling motivated?
Yes.
Comel. Okay. I can really feel your motivation there when you say yes. Okay. So this is what you are required to do. So add on the plus button, and then again, answer the questions. You are given 1 week for you to do it. Next week, when I see you on Tuesday, we will be doing the presentation in class. Next week I will be seeing you again. So we will be doing the presentation in class. Okay. So are there any questions before I let you off to your next class? Yes, no, yes? Please do fill in your attendance.
No, madam.
Thank you so much for responding. So please do fill in your attendance before please do fill in your attendance. Nanti teacher check after this attendance. Please do fill in your attendance. Kalau fill in attendance tu janganlah how are you feeling and then horrible ke apa kan. And then why do you say that? Can you please share? Kau just letak titik aja. Janganlah share, because you people, even though you're an accountant, you have to learn on how to express yourself. You have to know how to express yourself. Sometimes the problems with the young generation nowadays, which is you people, you do not know how to express yourself. You bottle up your feelings, and then itulah depression, stress. Hey, learn to be able to express yourself better. Effective communication, people. So please do share. I do enjoy reading whatever that you're writing. I do enjoy. Macam-macam lah korang tulis. Tapi yeah, at least you know how to express yourself. Okay. So it is already 8:58. I have to let you off now. If there are no questions, just a gentle reminder again, please do fill in your attendance. Do this. You're given 1 week. Next week you will be presenting in class. And with that, if there's no more question, I'll see you when I see you. Have a great day ahead, sayang. Take care. Fi hifzillah.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you
Thank
for your
you,
attention.
miss.
You're welcome. Thank you for your attention.